Alright, let's get started with the why first. Think about this. How much time do you usually get for a regular counseling session? Bearing in mind that almost 99% of your prospective students are working professionals. About 20 minutes, right? Or maybe about half an hour. And also, it is very possible that your prospect is in a hurry to get to the next meeting, and maybe he has parked his car in a hurry and is hoping not to get fined, or maybe he has another appointment, so is hoping that he does not get stuck in heavy traffic on his way back. Trust me, all of this is surely going to raise his restlessness and impatience, while you still have less than 30 minutes to counsel him. In this 30 minutes, you are going to talk about something which is absolutely significant to your prospect's life, and this could also be one of the most important decisions he is about to make that impacts his career. Don't forget, this scenario can be made better if you can set his expectations right in the beginning itself. For example, even before fixing an appointment, if you could say, I would ideally prefer to have about 1 hour for this counseling session with you, because this is surely one of the most important decisions impacting your career, where you would be investing a huge amount of your hard-earned money, so I don't want to hurry it up. If you can say it like that, this would instantly make your prospect believe that you respect him and will try to make himself available at a time that he is least distracted. Well, lack of time is for sure the first reason why you should value every second you will spend, and also be very careful about every word you would say in that counseling session. Because how well the prospect is convinced and satisfied by the end of your session would actually decide whether you will be getting an admission closing or not. You know what? I'm sure you will agree that maximum amount of time during a sales meeting or a counseling session is usually spent either discussing, reasoning, or just negotiating. And this gets trickier if the prospect does not have much time at hand, while having a very high resistance on their mind as well. Let's check this out using an example. Let's assume that you have just started your counseling session and the prospect student already is at 100% of his resistance to your offer. Your sole objective is to get this resistance down from 100% to a very bare minimum, or a 0%, which means the prospect is satisfied with your counseling and will sign up or enroll for the course you have been discussing, all within 20 to 30 minutes. Usually, how do you pitch? Well, if you're a salesperson, you would usually pitch your product first, or about your service, and then handle each and every objection one by one. But this, for sure, could take much longer than the time you have at hand today, and more than likely, you would end up with no closing. But you know what sales coach Victor Antonio says? He says a voiced objection is not good while selling. As one of the experiments mentioned by him, which was done by Martin Deutsch and Harold Gerard, famous for their study on normative and informational social influences upon individuals' judgment, done in 1955, it was found that most of the people tend to stick to their opinions once they have voiced it out publicly. And those people who have not really shared about their opinion on a certain matter don't have a difficulty in changing their mind once they realize they need to. Bringing this scenario into sales, I'm sure you would agree that once a prospect voices out his objections that he finds your product more expensive or he can't afford it, the chances of him agreeing to your reply or whatever you say is very low. Instead, if we block this objection well before he voices it, he or she will surely be more closer to taking your product, depending on how well you have explained your values and how doing business with you can really bring a positive change in their life. So that's it. Today we're going to learn how to explain the value of your services and not just the features and benefits, while blocking each and every objection well in advance. Both of this simultaneously, instead of first pitching your product and then getting into objection handling. So, moral of the story is, blocking objections is more powerful than overcoming objections, because it saves time, because it makes closing a deal absolutely possible and easy, because it also helps your prospect know that you are aware of what concerns he may have in his mind. And today, I want to teach you, and I'm going to reveal to you, the step-by-step structure for blocking objections as explained by Victor Antonio, which will help you reduce your buyers' or prospects' resistance to your offer so that they are more likely to say yes and sign up with you. Let's hop on to the next video. Follow me.